my dear student. Today we'll take how we can factorize the quadratic trinomials in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. As we know, to factorize any quadratic trinomials or to factorize any expression, we must find out the highest common factor.
What is the meaning of quadratic trinomial in the form x squared plus bx plus c? Quadratic means that our expression, its degree is second degree, as we see. Trinomial means that our expression consists of three terms: 1, 2, 3.
Here we have an expression. We want to factorize it. To factorize an expression, first we must find out the highest common factor. But here we can't find any common between numbers or variables. So we can't find the highest common factor. What is the next step? The next step, as we know, we must write this expression as a product of two expressions or more. So we will open two brackets. After that, we want to write our signs. Let's see what is the rule of writing our signs.
Let's see our rules to put signs in brackets. If the sign of the third term is positive, then we will put the similar sign as the sign of the middle term. It means, as we see here, the sign of the third term is positive. So we will put the similar sign as the sign of the middle term. Here the sign of the middle term is negative, so we'll put our signs negative. If the sign of the middle term is positive, we'll put our signs positive. But if the sign of the third term is negative, we will put the different signs: negative, positive, or positive, negative.
Now, after putting our signs, the next step that we will factorize the first term and the third term. The first term, if it is x squared, as example x squared, we will factorize it into x times x. If it y bar 4, we will factorize it y bar 2, y bar 2. If it, as example, z bar 6, we will factorize it into z bar 3 times z bar 3. Now we want to factorize the third term. Factorize the third term. Now we'll take our rules to factorize this term.
Here we have an expression x squared minus 17x plus 30. As we see, we can find any common between numbers or between variables. So we'll open two brackets and we'll factorize the first term into x times x, and we'll factorize the sign into negative times negative, because the sign of the third term is positive. Now we want to factorize the third term. Let's see what Dora will say to us. Dora says, if the sign of the third term is positive, we will try to find two numbers, their product equal 30 and their sum equal 17. Let's check in our draft. 1 times 30 equal 30. 1 plus 30 equal 31, not 17. 2 times equal 30. 2 plus 15 equals 17. Equals the middle term. So, our expression will be factorized into x minus 2 times x minus 15. Now we have another example. X power 2 plus 4x minus 12. Here, as we see, that we can find any common between numbers or between variables. So we'll factorize into the first term into x times x, and our sign will be negative times positive or positive times negative, because the sign of the third term is negative. Also, as the sign of the third term equal negative, let's see Dora what will say to factorize the third term. Dora says that if the sign of the third term is negative, we'll try to find two numbers. Their product equal 12 and the difference between them equal 4. Let's check in our draft. 1 times 12 equal 12. 12 minus 1 equal 11, not 4. Another check. 2 times 6 equal 12. 6 minus equal 4 equals the middle term. Factorize the following expression. X squared plus 11x plus 10. Here we have an expression consists of 3 terms. So we named it trinomials, and this expression, its degree is second degree, so we call quadratic. Quadratic trinomials is an expression consists of 3 terms and its degree is second degree. To factorize this expression, first step, we must find out the highest common factors between numbers and variables. Here, the coefficient of x squared is 1, so we can find any highest common factors between numbers. And first term has x, middle term has x, third term hasn't any x, so we can find any high common between the variable x. To factorize the quadratic trinomials, we'll open 2 brackets. We'll factorize the first term and the third term. The first term, x squared, we will factorize it into x times x. We'll factorize 10 into 2 numbers, their times equal 10 and their sum equal 11. 1 times 10 equal 10, 1 plus 10 equal 11. So we will take it. So our expression will be factorized into x 1, x 10. To put our sign, the sign of the third term is positive. So our signs will be the same signs as the sign of the middle term. So our signs will be positive. Again, our expression will be factorized into x plus 1 times x plus 10.